Hello and welcome, everybody. Today we're going to have a discussion about marriage. So, if you're interested, stay tuned. And as always, I'm going to pray for you at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. So, to let me start off, marriage. When Yeshua was on the earth, he was at a marriage, and the ceremony ran out of wine, and that is when his mother asked him to do something about it. Now, interesting, when did marriages start? Well, when we see in Genesis, when our Father created Adam and Eve, he created them to be together. Now, I believe that when you pray for the right spouse, that the Father will send you the right spouse. I prayed for the right spouse, and I am very grateful for the spouse that the Father has given me. But many times people don't feel the same, and some people even say, well, I'm not sure if it's the right spouse, or I think I made a mistake. At the end of the day, what we should look at is, what does our Father want us to have in marriage? And I believe He wants us to have a good marriage where we can raise children in the right way so that the next future generation will be not only uh, be there, but that they will be properly there, that they will have good values to take the world forward. And if you look at many circumstances when they show you the lineage in the scripture, especially of King David, some of his lineage was very, very wicked. And then you can ask the question, what went wrong? Because David was most of the time out of the house in the field, and look what happened to David. He was a good man, even though, yes, he did stumble and fall, but the Father picked him up again and he did what was right. So, if we look at what a good picture would look like, is to raise our children in our marriage the right way. And that is so sad, because if you look at this statistics of marriages that failed, especially the children in those marriages, how they suffer, how it's difficult for them, especially to go forward in life. When you raise kids and there's one spouse missing, it becomes really challenging because there's not a good and proper balance. Yes, you can get good children out of a broken marriage. I don't say that there's no good children that can come from a broken marriage, but it becomes very, very harder. But when both of the parents are working together to create a loving environment for their children, that is most probably what's going to happen with those children and the children's children. So their future generations will see that picture and will use it. But it doesn't just happen. We need to know that the world is out to destroy the marriage covenant. That is why we need to guard ourselves against sin, because sin wants to destroy. And sin, there's a lot of sins that want to destroy marriages. So think carefully, work about it, and pray for the Father for your marriage. If you're in a good marriage, thank the Father. If you're in a bad marriage, pray for help from the Father. If you are not yet in a marriage, pray for the right spouse from the Father. In that way, we allow our Father to direct our footsteps and to give us the marriage that He wants us to have. Father, I pray today for everybody that wants to get married, that they will do it at the right way, but for the right reasons. And I pray for your blessing over their covenant. Father, I pray that you will send the right people for the right people. I pray, Father, for those who are in marriages. I thank you for good marriages. I thank you for your blessing on those marriages. And I pray, Father, for deteriorating marriages, that you will help them, that you'll give them wisdom, that you will protect them from sin and help them to have a heavenly covenant. I pray, Father, that you will help everybody, because you are our source, you are our creator, and you are our Father. I thank you for that. In the name of Yeshua, be blessed.